You're now listening to Mooncakes.
All right.
This feels
Episode
so nice.
7, Debs and Liz.
Hello.
You might notice something different about our surroundings.
It's a little different, but I love it. It is like, I loved sitting over there where, I don't know what those are called. What do you call it? The salon
No, the
chairs?
salon chairs? Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like
but
a hair dryer.
there's a hair dryer. It's cool, but it's a little confined, yes.
It is confined. It is a little,
confined.
We're in my garage, so it might sound a little echoey.
I can probably take care of that echo. But anyway, what's up, people?
What's up? Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
And
My name is Liz, and this is Debbie.
What's up? What's up?
And we've been friends for over 15 years.
Over 15 years.
And we're doing this podcast, so thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. We talk about all sorts of stuff.
Everything. There's no topic that we don't talk about, I feel like. So it's good. We talk about everything.
Our opinion on mental wellness,
Family, friends, childhood memories,
life,
ups
and downs. So yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. So no, you go ahead.
Oh, me? Go ahead. Okay. I'm just kind of getting used to our new setup and everything. So
It's nice. Thank you for doing it.
Oh yeah,
It looks good.
of course.
And you're so nice to bring out this table. You didn't have to bring out this table, but it's nice that it's there.
You know,
So,
I like to think about, like,
I see you try, Debbie.
you know,
You try.
Liz is gonna want to put her water down somewhere. So
Thank you. I was cool with just putting it on the floor, but thank you.
No, not on the floor, Liz. You're too good for that. Good for that. Oh, you know what I just watched the other day?
What?
That I'm maybe late to the train on this one.
It's
but,
okay.
Queen's Gambit.
Oh my God.
So good.
Watch it.
So
Watch it.
good.
Watch it. That's actually what I wanted to talk about too. Some
yeah?
really good entertainment. And Queen's Gambit is a.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I'm late to the train is because we didn't have Netflix.
Debbie.
We didn't have Netflix because we just didn't have Netflix. But then my sister, my twin, Donna, she just got Netflix again for Big Mouth, because she's all about Big Mouth.
Big Mouth. Yeah.
She's all
Hilarious.
about that. So she's
Cartoon,
like,
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So she's willing
So
to
raunchy.
have
That's a good one,
Netflix
too.
just for Big Mouth. But I was like, oh man, I want to get on this Queen's Gambit, and it's like, what is that
Get on
about?
the train.
It's really good.
It's so good.
Yeah,
So
I'm all
it's
about
it's a mini series, not a mini series. What do you call it?
They call it limited series.
Limited series, and it's about not in present time, but back then.
1967.
1967. We're not going to tell too much.
Yeah.
We're just the preface is there's a young girl. She's orphan and she learns how to play chess, but she's badass. It's like a nice remix twist to all your favorite chess movies. Chess movies. I don't think I've watched a bad chess movie.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Do people watch chess movies?
Yeah, it's been a big thing.
What was the last chess movie that you watched?
It's about an African girl. Her name. It was a Disney one.
Oh.
Queen. Oh shit.
Queen. It's also Queen.
Let me look it up.
Okay.
Disney.
But
chess.
I know what you're talking about. I didn't know that was about chess too. Okay.
Yeah. No. There's a lot of actually great chess movies, and they just get better and better. And this one just totally reigns at the top right now. You know what I mean? And it's featuring a female too, which hasn't really been done.
Yeah.
So I love that part. I love that she's an orphan, you know. So
she has a great backstory.
And it's not an easy life for that one.
No, it's not.
It's not. But quite an adventure. We would totally recommend it, right?
Yes, I recommend it. I don't want to give away too much, but it's basically about, she's just like a prodigy at chess. So
do you love how they depict how she mentally like checks out the board and stuff?
Oh yeah, I think it's
that?
really great. It's again, it's just well filmed, and I love the acting and everything, and that time period's really cool too. So.
It caught me a little off guard that what's that Christmas movie, that guy, her boyfriend guy,
Oh,
he's in Love Actually. No, not Love Actually. Yes, Love Actually.
he's not in Love Actually.
No, he was in, shit. He was in Chronicles or something.
Okay,
it's a kids movie.
Oh, okay.
But he has like, I saw him
like.
like with the mustache and like
I didn't recognize
a
his
leather long coat. I was like, what?
Okay, I didn't watch that far because I didn't see the boyfriend
Oh
part.
shit! I thought you finished it.
I didn't finish it. I just got into it.
Oh, tell
It's
me
okay.
next
You
time.
didn't give it away. I just thought I thought it was the other guy that she plays chess with.
Oh no,
that's
my
something
bad.
else. That's okay.
I didn't give
It's all
anything
good.
away. Oh yeah, the last chess movie was Queen of Katwe.
Oh yes, I heard
Queen
good
of
things
Katwe.
about that too.
Yeah, the mother, she's the lady from Black Panther.
Oh yes.
The love interest.
Yes, Lupita.
Yeah, pretty woman.
Yes.
Isn't she?
She's
I think
gorgeous.
she's gorgeous.
She just had like her complexion,
Yeah.
her melanin, feeling it. It's great.
Right when I saw her in the Queen of Katwe, I was like, damn, that lady's going places. Girl, you going places.
Yes. No, she's amazing. She's amazing. Did she win any award yet, or like an Oscar or something?
She was in also what's that guy from Mad TV? He does like scary movie, like Get Out and stuff. He did one called Us.
Oh yeah.
This is Us.
Oh, it's just us.
Us. She's in it too.
Oh yeah. No, he likes her a lot. She's like she's the main actress in that.
Is she? I didn't watch that. Did you?
I didn't
that?
watch it because I'm too scared.
Are you serious?
I'm kind of scared.
Well, you know what? Like, people with what? Do you think you have PTSD at all?
No, I don't think I have PTSD.
I have PTSD, so it's when I watch things like that, it gets
Triggers.
snapshot in my head.
Mm.
But I mean, I remember when I used to be really scared of the dark. I couldn't
Yes.
go anywhere without you at night.
Yes.
Like,
Yes, I do remember that.
now I can go in the dark.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me too.
But that's also because I don't want, like, I'm conquering the idea that the movie is just a movie.
Yeah, that's true.
You have to get over it. Like, you can't
That's true.
stop watching horror movies. You can't say you're never allowed to watch a horror, because I love myself some horror sometimes.
I can't do it.
But you do this technique.
Yeah, that's true. That's I'm like,
This
wondering
technique.
why watch it because I'm just closing
That's
my
true,
eyes.
but some
Yeah, I like thrillers. I like
You like
psychological thrillers.
But
I don't like horror.
But there are so many horror movies that are beautifully shot, and the
true.
story is magnificent.
Yeah, people are so into it. I mean, there's a reason why it's such a popular genre.
But I wouldn't like just killing and just gore.
There's got to be a story to it.
There's got to be substance.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. Yeah, I'm a scaredy cat.
How about the house on
No,
House on Hill House?
No.
That's another Netflix.
Yeah, everyone keeps talking about that too.
But it haunted me for like 3 weeks.
See, do I want that?
You gotta pay up. You gotta pay up.
I want that, Liz?
You gotta pay up. No. Never mind. Never mind.
I already
watch
have
it.
a mental illness. I'm bipolar, so I already been through a lot of shit mentally.
Yeah.
Do I want to add mental stress?
No. Okay, never mind. If you got that, like, and I love
But
how
I get it. People, it makes you feel alive. I'm sure
it does. It gives you like that jolt, and then like sometimes people kind of describe this as like a numb feeling. Yeah, a numb feeling. It kind of like, so it gives you that sense of like I noticed in guys, because of the testosterone, guys like to be scared, because women, we're aware of certain things. Like we can't, you're like, oh, I got to be careful because there's possible like someone might come and rape me or something like that.
Yes, yeah.
Women's always had that. We're
on
like
edge.
Physically, I'm not saying women are inferior in any way, but we can be overpowered.
We're more susceptible and vulnerable
Yeah.
to. Let's just be honest. Like men are stronger than women. Just physically, that's just how they're built.
Unless you know exactly how to break his nose,
Pop a ball.
pop a ball,
Pop a ball.
step on his toes.
Yes.
What else? You can instead of like maybe hitting, maybe you can like.
Oh yeah.
With your fingernails.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have fingernails. You got nice fingernails.
But if you like,
that can really hurt somebody.
oh yeah, this can really hurt somebody.
Yeah.
But you can jab it in there. Still with your fingers.
That's true.
Or in the eye. In the eye.
The eyes. Oh.
It's soft.
Ugh.
But anyway.
We're like getting into like, how do you hurt somebody?
Well, it's good to talk about these things. Because just in case anything was to happen, like, you would know.
Self-defense.
Yeah. Like all those moves are growing through my head. Remember when I told you that there was that client when I was a companion that I thought he was going to kill me?
Oh, no.
That night?
Wait, this, did you tell me this already?
I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Maybe in my dream I did.
You thought he was going to kill you.
Yeah.
How did
so I'm not like you're off the street hoe, okay? Mm-hmm. I'm like, you have to make an appointment. I have to accept your request. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I'm making you pay like $900 an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it filters out a lot. But you know what? You also have to be scared of the guys that can afford it too. So you're also like, you filtered out a bunch of people because you're so expensive.
Yes.
And then, and this is just strictly gift and like companionship, okay?
Okay.
Companionship for the record.
Uh-huh.
And you filter on them, but you also have to, okay, a lot of serial killers are rich because they need the materials, they need the resources, they need to have like a boat to take your body and throw it in the sea or something like that, or like a sharp enough knife to butcher you up, or you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm going too but you have to think about the possibilities. Okay, so ladies or guys, you know, if you're planning on doing it, you have to put all these in account. You can't just be like, I'm making the dough, bitch. You have to be like, I'm also putting my fucking life on risk. Like, there might be a chance I won't come home. But you also get references. There's a security process, you know, of like identifying the other person and getting references from other people saying that, hey, like, he didn't kill me or hurt me. Like that. So, like, but yeah, this one night, he was just very, what can I say? No expression. That scared me.
Oh, no.
And dead eyes.
That is really serial killer.
Right?
Like, yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, that's what scared me, because you can't really tell from a picture their personality, you know? Maybe through the writing and everything, you can kind of see if this person, like, you know, kind of feel them out possibly.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I met with him and in his hotel room in Vegas, and I honestly thought I was going to die. I'm not leaving. And all those moves that we were talking about were going through my head.
I mean, is it because what made you feel kind of scared was just because no expression? Was he mean to you? Was he cold?
No, mean. He's not mean at all, but doesn't know how to express. Like, there's no change in the tone of his voice. No, like, hey, how are you? It was like, hello. Yes. Hi. How are you? And I was just like, fuck, I need to figure this guy out right now, because I'm pretty good at reading people. So I'm just like, there's no expression. It's hard for me to tell, like, what the fuck he's thinking.
Yeah.
So I have to act fast. So I would like ask him questions and all that stuff. And I was just like, oh, in my head, I was like, oh God, like trying not to show it in my face that like I'm frightened, you know what I mean? But the anxiety was building and building.
What did he look like?
Tall.
Oh, okay.
Like burly. Shaved head. Couldn't figure out what his background. I'm thinking, like, I think he was like Mexican.
Okay.
You know, but light skinned. So pale. Burly, round. Like, almost like, do you remember Kingpin?
Yes.
From Spider-Man?
Yes.
Like that.
Oh, okay. That's scary.
But no expression. Even Kingpin doesn't scare me because he has expression. He's just like, ha ha ha, I'm a Kingpin. But this guy, there's no expression, like a killer. So I was like, oh.
So the whole time you're thinking, I want to get out of here. Yeah.
I wanted to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to get out. But I was just like, if I do one move, this guy can just go.
So what did you do?
Oh, okay. So what happened? Well, obviously I'm
Clearly
alive.
she's alive. She's here.
I'm
she's
alive,
guys.
I'm alive.
Spoiler
Okay.
alert. She survived.
Yeah. And I've never had an instance where I was like physically abused or anything. Like, no, fuck no.
Oh.
No, I would not let that happen. But like this guy, like, I just couldn't figure him out. I didn't think like he was gonna kill me right away. But I just like I was like, I could be wrong, and I might be missing on my meal ticket. You know, I'm just like, ugh. If it was like a smaller amount of money, I would have just like bounced. But it's a significant amount. We're talking about like a couple grand.
Yeah.
You know, for like a couple hours of work. So
Yeah.
or like, you know, companionship. So like he's like, okay, I was like, what do you want to do? Like,
Yeah.
what do you want to do? Like, and he's like, I want to take a bath. I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna bathe me and then kill me. I was like, oh,
How thoughtful.
like this is like all those like horror murder movies that I've watched. You know, they're like, first bathe them,
Yeah.
and then do my deed. You know what I mean? Yes. And then so like we both got. It was like a nice room. Of course, I only go to like the top, you know, places. Like no, it's never like a grungy motel or anything, because then I know it's a big red alert. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we get in the tub, and then he sits behind me.
Ooh, very scary.
Very scared.
I mean, especially you're in your head, you're like, this is how I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I was just like, holy fuck me, like, you know. And he gets behind me, he's sitting down, and then he's like, lay your head on my chest, and I was like,
He's like a really nice guy, actually.
yeah.
Really? He's just this like really like kingpin look-alike, but he's actually this like really sweet
Like,
guy.
I bet
Sensitive guy.
so many of these dudes, like even dudes, would be like, oh shit, like if they're like in my shoes.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck, I am fucked. Like, I'm fucked, I'm not coming out of. So I'm just like, I was like, okay, and I'm like, I can't see my face, so I'm like, I'm like, oh god, that's it. And then I sat up, and I was like, can I ask you something?
Oh no.
And I was like, I have something to ask you, okay? Are you gonna kill me?
You don't ask a serial killer if they're gonna kill you. That's like,
I just had to know, dude.
you just had to know.
I just had to know. It was killing me, you know? And also, like, a side of me was like, maybe he's a nice guy, like you said, you know? So I was just like, are you gonna kill me? And he was like, no.
No.
I just want to spend time.
Oh.
And I was like, oh shit. Well, I feel better. Thanks for answering. I know it was really rude of me. Just
like,
you're
broke
really
it.
intimidating, and like, I thought you were gonna kill me. So
Oh god. I mean, the way you say it just sounds so like, just
It's the
seeing your eyes, like, are you gonna kill me?
yeah, it was like a little bunny, like a
Aw.
little bunny. I was like, are you gonna kill me?
Wow. And I love it. He's like, no.
He's like, no, I'm never. And I was like, my bad.
My bad.
No.
Okay, let's go back to being sexy and cute.
Yeah.
You broke out of character a little bit. But
Yeah. But that's it. Like, you know, a performer, when they fall, what do? They just get up and pretend like it never happened.
That's true.
And bam,
And
the
bam,
show's back on.
show's back on. You made your money.
Yeah, I made my money. Yeah, but so that's one of my.
So it's really just, if you think about it, it's really kind of all in your head.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then especially in that intimate situation. You know what
yeah.
I mean? It's even more awkward at times, you know what I mean? When you have that like fright. So like, I was just like, dude, I just want to get it over with. Like maybe this is game over, and I should just go down, like, you know.
Yeah, I should just go down.
You know what I mean? Like,
Just
instead of
accept
like,
it.
not like, and like look so pathetic. Like, I'm not saying if you're in that situation, you shouldn't. I'm not saying you shouldn't fight your way out.
No, you would fight your way out though.
Yeah, but at that moment, that's what I was thinking.
Yes.
But I would fight.
Yeah.
I have all the reason to fight.
Yes.
You have to have a reason to fight.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This reminds me, and then you've been in a lot of different predicaments, obviously, with that kind of line of work. But then remember, you said you and your husband Joseph.
Just say Joseph. He's your friend too.
Yeah. But he's my friend too. But I like to just hang out like this, not this random guy Joseph.
Just say Liz's husband.
Liz's husband Joseph. Basically, you were telling me last time that you guys were at a swingers house and you're held captive.
We were held captive for 3 days and 2 nights.
3 days and 2 nights.
Yeah. So what happened was like, okay, I was working in Femme Nu over in Honolulu. Mm-hmm. So it's strip club. And there's girls from all over the place. I mean, I met the first Russian-Korean or Korean-Russian.
Korean Russian.
Which was really different for me because I've never met a Korean-Russian. And cool. She's Korean, but she's different. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of Russian girls of different colors. Girls from all over the place. You know what I mean? Japan, of course. A lot of Korean chicks from Korea and stuff like that. So it was like a big melting pot as usual. So there's this one girl... I'm not going to say her name, but this petite, like, blonde girl, and she's, very well put together. She's one of the top girls there, and she makes a lot of money, and she's kind of a smooth talker. Smooth talker.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
You make good money, you're a smooth talker.
Yeah, like, hey, how are you doing, Liz? Everything going all right for you? Like, you let me know if I can do anything for you. I'm like, okay, well, I guess this chick is just like chill, she's very nice and welcoming. So I'm like, okay, cool. And months go by because I don't want to trust just anybody, especially like I'm not saying all strip girls are like bad, a lot of them are just normal people, making money, a lot of moms too. So I was just like, okay, I'm not there to make friends, but like since I was, after like 6 months, you see them all the time. Yeah. Especially if you're working a lot during the week, you see them all the time and you just get friendly with people, naturally. So like one night she was like, hey, it was Christmas. It was just around this time. And she was like, hey, what? Me and my boyfriend, we were wondering, like, do you guys want to like have dinner or something like that? Like just get together and hang out? And she's like, yeah, you got to meet my boyfriend. And I'm like, okay, like, cool.
All right.
Cool, okay. And we go to a restaurant that looks over all of Honolulu. Like, I forgot what it was called, Overlook Hawaii restaurant or something like that. So we go there. And I meet her boyfriend. Tall, good-looking guy. Was a runaway Mormon. Like heavier Mormon, like compound Mormon.
Ooh.
And he's like pursuing to be a writer about his experiences. And I'm like, okay, cool. This guy's a writer. Okay, I feel like we would all get along, artistic minds and stuff like that, trying to do different things. So we go and we have dinner and everything's cool. He's, when you meet someone, you don't really, you can't know their intention or everyone has like this little first meet phase.
Yes.
Like, oh, that person's cool, but like later when you get to know, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck was I thinking? Hanging out with this person, like they are so like screwed up. It's like crazy. So we have dinner and they're like, hey, like, why don't you guys come over? We have like, we can just smoke out, hang out, and like just listen to music. And
that sounds nice.
That sounds nice. Okay, because in our little studio, we had a blow-up bed and some chairs.
Oh, wow.
So it would be nice to go to like a
blow-up
nice
bed? You had a blow-up bed?
It was a nice one. It was like a $300 one.
Okay.
But like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't a mattress. It was like a $300 like luxury blow-up bed. But that's because we were like, when we leave,
you don't want to deal with the...
Yeah, I don't want to deal with the mattress. So I'm like, okay, let's go. You know, like they can drop us off that night. We end up being there for free, stuck there for 3 days and 2 nights. Every time we were just like, oh, you know, we'll just drive home, you know, like that. They're like, no. Like, no, we'll take you tomorrow. Just chill out.
Damn.
Just chill out. Like, here, just relax. And she starts like massaging my getting behind me and like massaging me. And I was just like, oh, that feels nice, you know, like, but I'm just, because I'm pretty good at telling these things, but like, I was so oblivious that I think they were trying to do things with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know at the time, but like, it was like the first night I was like, okay, we'll just like sleep over, you know, it's like, whatever, you know, they'll take us home in the morning. But after they didn't, they're like, stay for dinner. I'm cooking. I was like, holy fuck. Every time we try to reach for the door, they would just like usher us back.
Like, no. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, but they're nice about it?
They were like too nice about it. You know what I mean?
But then you were too nice about it too? Cause
at the time.
Like, 'cause I know nowadays you're like, no, we're going. Bye.
Yeah, I know. Like, no, fuck you for making me stay here. I don't want to stay in your stupid apartment
you're like
anymore.
Too nice.
Yeah, you know, because you just met them and stuff like that. And it was, I cannot believe we were there for 3 days.
So you were there for 3 days and 2 nights.
Yeah. They're like, oh.
Did you guys end up hooking up all together? Or?
No. Just because they're good looking, it doesn't mean I'm into them.
Well, it sounded like she was into you and stuff like that.
No, I'm
so
not.
So for 3 days, they tried to break you, but you're like, nah.
Yeah.
So finally,
they tried to break me.
What was finally, you're like, we're going.
No, I finally, like, I was like, dude, I'm like so over this. We want to go. Okay. And finally, they just like, I don't know if we took a bus home. I don't know if we walked home. Maybe we walked home finally. I was like, fuck, why didn't we just walk home? Why so small? Like, just walk anywhere. Yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah, just because a girl like comes to, it's not like I want to hook up with them. That's not like the whole reason. It's got to be like everything. But I'm just so overly happy with Joseph. Like he's everything I need. Really, like, yeah, go ahead and go into your experimental, like, get it out. Do it now and like be cool with it and then get into your relationships. Yeah. Because you don't want to like do that during your relationship unless you have an open relationship. Yeah. Which is fine too.
Yeah. But you and Joseph never had an open relationship, right? Or you never talked about it, or was there peaks?
I think there's like peaks, like little like moments.
Okay.
You know, little tiny slivers of moments. But oh my God, like 15 years.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, you have to really, really, when you go deep into your relationship, you feel how fulfilling it is. Like, you don't need many people.
Very true.
Because you're discovering so much more. You're like, it's an endless pool.
That's true.
When you're like really in love with somebody.
Oh, that's nice.
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't know, Liz. I wouldn't know.
Well, but but you know what I mean?
I'm single, obviously. I'm very single.
But that's what you desire, right?
Yeah,
I think anyone would desire that is just to be like, because who wants to just be in one phase of love and everything else is shit? That's not what love is all about. Real true love is when it's like it continues to come. Gives you dividends.
Yeah, I like that. Put into like money economy.
Yeah.
Sounding, I love it. Yeah. I mean, you obviously something's working for you and Joseph. You guys been together for so long. So
yeah, I was like, oh, Joseph, you know, like I just feel like, you know, not saying our opinion is expertise, but like we went through the shit, and it wasn't your traditional relationship like now how a lot of modern relationships are. Like, you know, everyone's relationship is a little bit different now. It's not your just get married and plain black and white. The husband goes work and the wife stays home. It's not traditional like that. You know what I mean? So I was like, I feel like I have a service to give to like people who are very unsure, maybe like they might be walking away from their one true love, thinking that, hey, relationships aren't supposed to be this difficult. Maybe I'll just find a more easier relationship.
People think there's always something better,
right?
Better out there, and that's why people have really little attention span, and they're swiping, and they're like, oh, they're talking to multiple people at once, and they're just thinking,
they're like, so many coochies.
There's somebody better, a better dick, you know?
Yeah, better dick, better coochie,
someone better, but. You're right. You know, it's really just meeting that one person and making it work and going through the struggle together and the ups and the downs and still like making it out through the end and not throwing in the towel.
Yeah. And you think about this. More people, more drama.
That's true.
And yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, it might be exciting. Like, you know, you're having fun and stuff with different people, but it can get really tough to juggle everything because people have emotions.
Oh my gosh,
especially when you're doing it.
Yeah,
like yeah.
It's some people say that like, oh, I can just have sex and not be attached. I'm like, how do you do that?
Oh, sex is so much fun when you have an emotion attached to it.
Yeah,
you get real passionate.
Yeah,
It's like. I feel like when you have sex without emotion, you're just tasting the very surface of real lovemaking. You know what I mean? Like when you have passion and emotion, you're giving this person everything. It is like you feel like you just came back from the spa because your thirst is quenched. I feel like that's why. I feel like that's why people are like, because like heavy into porn or they're addicted to porn. Because they never really had that like loving, like soul, everything, body, emotion, like it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm telling you.
No, it's I don't know. Well, if you don't mind me asking, your first time ever having sex.
Oh yeah.
Who is that? Like, how was that like? Do you remember with the moment how you were feeling?
I think what
led up to that?
17.
Okay.
And then it was a guy that I met at when we were working. Like this one, like, I don't know why I was always with an older guy. Maybe because daddy issues or something like that.
Yeah.
But he was like an older, like 28, maybe 30.
Oh, okay.
Now that I think of it, I'm just like, ugh.
Okay.
But yeah, it was like gangster looking type. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to get fucking over this. Because at the time, I'm not saying who, but like some of our friends, like I saw that they were so, what's the word? You know, like, oh, you took my virginity. Like they feel like that person controls their feelings. You know, it has so many strings to pull.
Yeah. So
much power over that, like the person you took their virginity. So I didn't want to be controlled like that. I just wanted to like get rid of my virginity and not care about my virginity.
You didn't view your virginity as this like this precious my first
when I was younger, because church and stuff like that. So it's like, but in my head I was being strategic and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna the first time is not gonna be fun. It's not gonna feel that great. Let's just get it out of the fucking way, and I don't want anyone to overpower me with, making me feel like they took my virginity. Like it's so sacred, you know what I mean? They're the one that took my virginity. Now I have to like, give everything to that person.
So it wasn't fuck that. It wasn't like, oh, it has to be my true love. Yeah, my first guy. It's like, no, it doesn't have to be my true love.
After seeing it around school so many times, like all these girls like, oh, like you can't leave me. You can't break up with me because, and I was like, oh, God, please,
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like that's their journey. But for me, I felt because I was so suppressed all the time, I didn't want one other thing like my virginity to suppress me.
Got it. Okay.
How about you?
My first time was with my first boyfriend. We didn't do anything like that.
It was like such puppy love.
It was puppy love, yes.
Puppy love. Like
so boring though.
You're cute.
So boring.
No, you're
so
cute.
Boring.
No, you're cute.
But I felt like I was like something was wrong with me because like I wanted to have sex, but he didn't. He was like we did everything, like we did other things, but we didn't do sex.
He's like, like when you meet some guys and you like they don't I just feel like they don't have any. They're asexual.
Yes. Yes.
Like they don't. When you look, it's like a Ken doll. There's like no.
Yeah. There's just no drive really from him that much. Really.
Well, he's always, if I'm being honest, he was kind of like sleepy. Nice. I'm just floating through life.
I mean, people call him like a wallflower,
You were a catch, Debbie.
Oh, thanks.
Fuck. Dude.
You were
so romantic.
I was the romantic one.
Romantic.
I was like a Romeo. I was like wrote
you
letters.
were such a Romeo.
I wrote letters. I did all this stuff.
I think you showed me some of the letters, and I was like, "Fuck, Debbie, poetry."
Yeah. So nothing happened with him, but then my second boyfriend. That's why my second boyfriend. It was like the opposite. Like there's more, there's more sexual tension. There was desire. There's passion
on both sides.
On both sides. So
which was nice. It
nice
feels good to wanted.
To be wanted.
Yeah, like come here.
Seen it that way.
Yeah, like oh, you're so sexy.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't have that with my first boyfriend. So that was like the opposite with my second boyfriend.
That probably lit your fire. You're just like
yes, exactly.
Woo!
I mean, even though I went through a lot of pain with that second boyfriend. Just, he cheated on me and stuff like that. He did. I was able to have, like, my sexual desires met. And then also, you just feel like the sexual being. You feel sexy. You feel
like a sex goddess.
Yes. You just feel, like, in control and stuff like that. And
you feel like a woman.
A woman.
You're like,
desire.
This is, yeah, totally.
So, I'm glad, like, I had that experience because I wasn't scared of my body. I wasn't like disgusted by my body because I'm like, oh, this person finds me attractive. So that's why I'm like, oh, that's so great.
That does feel amazing, especially when you're at that age. You're just like,
you just want to.
You're like, am I even wanted?
Yeah.
Like, especially going through like, I feel like we didn't really have like boyfriends.
No, we didn't.
In middle school or high school.
We were weird with guys.
I wouldn't even say we're the weirdest, but we were like not weirdos. It was more like outcast. Like we were different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember them playing like spin the bottle, and then we ran away. We're like, I don't want to do this.
I was just like, this is fucking weird. This is fucking weird.
I don't want to play spin the bottle. And we're like, I don't know.
It was just weird.
Yeah, we definitely had.
We want to have fun.
Yeah,
that's why I loved you guys. Because it wasn't about just relationships with other like guys and stuff. It wasn't about makeup all the time. It was about having fucking fun.
Yeah.
We always had so much fun.
No, we had a great I think overall, like our childhood memories together was amazing. Like we'd walk home from school. Yeah. We'd go watch rent a movie, watch a movie, go out.
So many great movies.
Yeah.
We watched so many great movies.
Yeah, we watched
a lot of like movies that are classics now. That's when they first came out, like that's when we watched it.
Yes. Yeah.
A lot of Chinese movies. Wow, we loved Kung Fu. Oh my god, Jet Li and like
got you into that.
Oh my god, so many. Oh my god, do you remember Storm Riders?
Storm Riders? Oh, is that the street? You mean the...
It's kind of like a Kung Fu fantasy type. And like all the guys had like long, beautiful hair. They were like different... The Storm Riders. I bet Donna would know.
Donna would probably remember. Yeah, she would probably remember.
Do you remember that Chinese movie where... that singer's name? Sammy.
Oh, Sammy, yes. Which movie was that?
When she was like in a fat suit.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Jeez, you have good memory, Liz, of this movie.
No, because all of this was like, I absorbed it. Because I was, when you're having fun, you absorb things.
Yes. Yeah.
And we had so much fun.
No, it was great. No, we had a great childhood.
That's the thing that set us apart. We always had, I feel like, we had more fun than more people. Like,
I mean, I think girls at the time were just obsessed being in a relationship and
makeup or
shopping.
We were never big shoppers.
No, we weren't.
And that's great.
No, it was. Gosh, what? I'm just like, you just come over to my house and then we just hang out
every day.
Yeah.
Every day I would come over.
Yeah, no, it was good times.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
really
but back to my first time. I just remember he was really respectful. He was just like waited like whenever he knew like I was a virgin, so he was just like whenever you're ready, you know. So I just still remember like we were at his place and like it was like I think 6 months in.
Oh, that's a lot of time.
No, I'm sorry, maybe not 6 months in.
Maybe
months. 3 months in.
Yeah, 3 months sounds
maybe
right.
3 months in.
3 months. I can't imagine you just be like, my head's gonna pop off.
3 months in, maybe 2 to 3 months in.
Get it?
I was just like, I'm ready. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. And
was it I'm ready? Like I'm ready or I'm ready?
It was I'm ready. It wasn't. I wasn't like lingerie or anything. It was just like, no, I feel comfortable with you, and yeah, I
That's cool.
And it was nice, and I don't remember it being amazing, but I don't remember it being horrible either. Like it was
that's good. That's really good.
It was fine.
Yeah.
I just remember what led up to that moment and stuff like that. So
that's good that it wasn't like terrible. Some people are just like there's so many horror stories out there. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so glad I'm not this person.
Yeah. You definitely hear a lot of horror stories. So it's but you didn't specify like I know you hooked up with the guy that you worked with, but like did he know that you were a virgin or no?
Oh, the guy that I
had you slept with
my virginity?
Yeah,
he took my virginity. No.
No. You just like
I don't think he even knew how old I was.
Okay.
Because if I was 17, he's basically raping me.
Statutory rape, right?
Yeah, statutory rape.
Because you had to be 18, right?
Yeah, I was 17, just turned 17 or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I definitely had a car. That's how I got around.
Yeah.
And we just did it, and I was like, yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, like I'm so glad that like I don't have that kind of sex right now. No. Oh my God. But it's good to know, I think.
Yeah.
Like that's what I enjoy and this is what I don't enjoy.
Yeah.
Do you have any like gone with guys like with annoying like oh God, I just don't get along with nipple guys. Like the guys they're just like pinch my nipples. Pinch my nipples. I'm
pinch
just like,
pinch there.
Yes, it's so annoying, and I like, ugh. I don't know why. It's like at the time when I was stripping and I was being a companion, like I got a lot of nipple guys. It was so annoying.
They got fetishes.
Do you think you can get with somebody that's like no matter what, like that's their G spot? They're like you're writing and they're like
so
pinch my
weird.
nipples. Oh, harder. No, softer. Harder. No.
I don't like when guys are too vocal.
Yeah.
When they're too vocal, like telling me what to like. Oh.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
I was like, oh, you like that? Da da da. Like, please don't. Just stop. I don't. I remember I was hooking up with a guy and he's like, oh, you like that? And I'm just saying that. And he did not pull it off. Like,
it sounded unsexy. It made you cringe.
It made you cringe.
So were you just like?
I stopped and was like.
You stopped?
I stopped what I was doing. I was like.
You're like, it's so not doing it for me.
I was like, can we?
Was he good looking?
He's cute. He's cute. But not so like good looking. Where like. You're like, oh, you can say whatever you want. I don't care. You can say
not
if you like John Hamm or something like that. Like you can say whatever you want. Okay, but he was not. I mean, he wasn't that attractive. Where like saying that stuff was like hot. It was like not hot. And I was like, and finally I was like, can we just get to it? Like, I was like, in my mind, I was like, let's just get to it because like he's just annoying me.
Let's just seal the deal. Hurry up. Chop.
Yeah. And
chop.
As soon as we're done, I'm like, that was. Bad.
You didn't want to put your hand over his mouth, like just pretend. This is turning me on. Just like I'm gonna keep your mouth shut.
He probably would like that. I'm like, maybe. I was just turned off at that point, but I was like, all right, but we're up to this point, and I'm like, all right, let's just go to maybe better. It was not better. It was just like,
well, you had to try.
I tried.
Dip it once, dip it twice.
So, but yeah, so it's yeah, sex it's just the actual act. If you just look at it from the outside perspective, it's just two bodies just banging, smashing. But you're right. When there's emotion attached to it, when you are especially in love with that person, it's like it brings it to a whole nother level.
Oh yeah, you feel like this.
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah,
it's like
they know
like
you.
I don't know. It's like you're fluid and you're just like wrapping around each other. It's more wrapping around. Like that's what it is. Like.
Yeah. Like you just know each other really well.
Yeah, and it's just I don't. There was a moment where there was some disconnect, I'll be honest, like, and he knows it too. And because I was masturbating for a living. Like, I know it sounds good. Like, oh, we get to masturbate and you make a fucking living? Like, count me in.
Yeah.
No, friends. There's always some cons to a good idea.
Okay? To a good idea.
All right. So, if you're like coming like 20 or 30 times a day,
you got no bullets left. What do you got left?
Yeah. Energy. Sexual energy is like a battery, okay? It's full, it's to its peak, and then once you drain it, it takes time to build up again. I mean, I was doing that from age, really young, like 20 to 21 all the way to like 26 or 27. Okay, so that's like, like sexual, not my sexual peak, okay, but like you're young and you have a lot of sexual energy.
Yes.
Even for
libido.
Me, like, having that many orgasms, you don't have it left for your partner. And also, like, there's this they say that if you're masturbating too much, it can cause disconnect because you're just going for the feeling of orgasm. When you're making love, it's like everything. It's like your soul,
the build up and everything.
Your souls are like coming together. You feel the energy coming together. It's like almost like it is an outer body experience, and it's not just for the orgasm where you feel an outer body experience. It's throughout the whole thing,
whole
like
process.
Every touch, everything, every second, every feel is. It's supposed to feel good, okay, people? If you're having sex and you only feel good at the end when you're orgasming, you're doing it wrong. Yeah. Just letting you know. So I started reading Tantric books. Okay, these are for, couples that feel like they're lacking in that department. There's a couple, I forgot the name of it, but I can post it later, is Tantra for women, Tantra for men, Tantra for couples. She does these like series of books and stuff teaching you how to really, really connect. Okay. Like going beyond just the physical realm of having sex. It's like going beyond, like exploring. That's what I meant by like I love my husband because we gave each other time to explore. It wasn't wham bam bam bam, done. Like yes, there's times, I'm not saying to not have that because we do have times like that, but majority of the time, a lot of the time, it's real slow and sensual. There's a lot of eye contact, a lot of, kissing. It's very loving. You know what I mean? And I don't know, you just reach another height. So I would recommend if anyone that feels, they feel like they need to go and watch a porn or bang themselves with a gazillion toys. I say try to reconnect with your body because your mind and your body, there's a disconnect. Okay. So you need to reintroduce your mind to your body and your senses. And it's a beautiful thing. It enhances so many parts of our life.
It's true.
Doing it this way. So I'll put up it's kind of a boring book, but I suggest read through it. Yeah, it's kind of a boring book, but I definitely took a lot of tips from there. And it's really blossomed my life even further, which I did. I thought that was it.
I thought it makes you more, present, and it makes you more
more present. There you go.
Present and connected with them instead of just living for that one moment, the orgasm, and just like I'm just racing to that end.
Yeah, it's
You're
not a race.
Enjoying that journey to that moment, and the moment is great. But every moment with it throughout the journey should be great too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything. Like, it's really amazing that these small techniques that you can do that they suggest and you really practice on, like, it has to be consensual. Both people, like, you can't just take the techniques and put it on somebody. Like, that other person needs to want to do it. Like,
yes.
And there's they also tell you to not have orgasm. That was such a mind-blowing, like, thing for me. I was just like, wait, what? Have sex and not come? Like, what the fuck? What is this?
What is
And I
this?
was like, reading it.
Yeah.
And we tried it. And what it is you're not making it about the end game. Okay? Like, let's just put that end game and both decide, put it aside. And if we were, what would happen? It's just an experiment.
Yeah.
So we experimented, and what it really does is that what I told you, the chi. I sound Asian, but a white lady wrote this book, okay? But I sound Asian. But the chi, like the sexual, there's different kind of energies, and you have sexual energy, which is kind of like a ball or something like that. So basically, when you're together and you're doing tantric, it kind of like enhances the ball and like makes it move around like this. And when you don't come, you always are longing for that person. I'm not saying I don't come, I do. There are times where I'm just like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what? And the book says it's okay, you know? Like, there's no restriction, but they're just saying, hey,
if you didn't,
what would happen?
What would happen?
Just see.
I would just like want that person all day.
Yeah, you're like thinking about them
all day because like we never reach to that end. And you're just like,
you're like, hey, what's up? Like, you know, like when you're out and you're just like,
hey,
yeah. You know, and you see it already. You kind of understand, right?
Yeah, like that makes sense.
Like how these techniques would work for you. You know, it just kind of keeps the spark.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I mean, again, you guys have been together for 15 years and counting. So,
and I almost thought I could never orgasm. You know, like Samantha, she thought she could never orgasm. Sex in the City, and she's like, "Oh fuck, I just used all of them." You know, she thought she could never have an orgasm again. And I thought that was funny, but when it really happens to you, it's scary.
It's scary because you're like, that's like one of the best moments in but best feelings to have as a human being.
Yeah, is outer body experience.
Can you imagine like there are people out there
that can't come.
Oh, that just won't. Yeah, like with their partner, they have to.
I pray for them.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. It's.
But there's all kinds of. You know what? Actually, I watched an amputee. He talked about how. I don't know what I was watching, but an amputee, it was like, it doesn't matter that I don't have my body parts. You know what I mean? Like, there's other places to, like the ear, the neck. You know, there's all these other
pleasure points
that is orgasmic. It's really all in the mind because, like, I don't know. I don't know if you've ever done this, but I can come with just my mind. Can you do that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So like it really is from your mind.
And that's where it all comes from. All the senses, all the way it
so you can
processes everything. So
it is like mental. The physical aspect is just an addition.
Yes. Correct? Yes.
So like use what you got.
Yeah. I remember just growing up,
Did you ever get the sex talk?
Never got the sex talk. Did you ever get the sex talk?
No,
I thought it was always like a taboo subject.
Yeah,
and it's very shameful to even think about like even touching yourself or even masturbating.
I felt so. How many years did you feel ashamed of like touching yourself?
I mean, for a long time, I just like.
Did you think you were gonna go to hell?
Not that I was gonna go to hell, but that like it's just no one ever talked about it, so I didn't even know it existed. But I still remember the first time I did was because of her name is Sue. She was this like old lady.
Yeah.
And she was on TV. She was on
Sex.
She's on a talk show. She's on a talk show.
Oh, what channel was it on, Debbie? 61?
She had her own channel.
Yeah.
But she was on a talk show. on like Conan or one of these.
Oh, the little German lady, Switzerland lady.
I don't know if she's
there's an old Caucasian American lady.
Yes, that's the one.
Okay,
yes.
And then there's a smaller Switzerland.
Oh, I don't know about her.
She's German or something. But okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about. She's like, this is a dildo.
Yeah, dildo.
This is a dildo, and what you're gonna do with the dildo is that you're going to wash it, make sure it's sanitized. Then you're gonna get a lot of lube. You're gonna get a lot of lube. And then you're gonna put it on yourself, honey. Like she'll talk like that.
I love her. She was talking about just like she's talking about
what an awesome lady.
She's talking about masturbation, and she was just talking about like your clitoris and like.
And you went ding ding.
Like what?
Well, why would you do that?
What is that? She took out a pencil and an eraser, and she's like, and she's on a talk show. She's like, it's just like a little like with the eraser on the tip, and you just gently, very gently. You don't want
so
to,
interesting.
You know, she's like very gently. You know, you don't want to be too rough. And I just remember her saying that. I'm like, and she was the first sex, kind of masturbation sex dog.
What an awesome lady.
She's awesome.
She must have, everyone that's like personally known her. Yeah. I mean, she can openly talk about sex like that. Mm-hmm. And she's just a cool lady.
So cool. She's
like,
so
hey,
cool.
She's like, we need to talk about it. She's probably the more sensible person.
Oh yeah, just like it's healthy. It's healthy to because we all have these body parts. We're all sexual beings, and there's nothing
right when we come out as a baby.
Nothing to be ashamed about. It's just, but it's growing up, especially. I think as Asians too, we're just like taught to be just.
So what's more confusing is that we're put into this culture, this American culture, where it's less what's the word, conservative, and then you got conservative parents. You know what I mean, like Asian conservative parents, and your world is turned upside down. You're just like question mark.
Yeah, it's so again the whole just I think it's just sex is a healthy thing to talk about, and I'm glad that we're talking about it. It's just is one of those topics that I always wanted to mention in our podcast too, because it's a big part of human experience. Mm-hmm. So
and you know what, like you want to talk about it with young people too, because it's like, what if they hurt themselves, or what if they have all these emotions and they don't know what to do with it? Like it's so much, like you do need to expel some of that energy. You know what I mean? And you could only do so much, especially when you're coming of age. Yeah. To expel those emotions, without sex. Like you have to talk about these things because it is confusing. You're just like, why do I feel like this? And it's again, it's complex. It's a complex thing, but yet so, it's a tangible act. It's physical, but also emotional and spiritual. It's a lot of like connection and everything. But I always had a question because I know you're attracted to both guys and women, right? You find them both attractive. I find women attractive too, but I definitely identify myself as like a straight person. I am attracted to men sexually. But like, have you ever been with a woman? And if you have, like, what was like the difference between a man and a guy? I always want to know, like, making love with a man, making love with a woman. Well, there's definitely no dick.
Yes.
Unless you have like toys and stuff. But what it's definitely there's definitely like less like thick penetration. You know what I mean? Saying, and like guys are just a little, they like to get nasty. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure there's girls that like to get nastier. But like, especially guys, like when they're into you, like a woman's body, they're just like, they want to like give you everything, Yeah. Girls, it's like more gentle. Like, yes, there is like the deep, passionate kissing, like all of that, like deep, passionate kissing, light kissing, like you have all of that. But there's no like deep penetration, where you just like, yeah. There's no like that, unless you're like going hard with like a toy or something like that. It's more like softer,
sensual.
Yeah, it's more sensual and stuff. But But to be honest, like from the women that I've had sex with, I think my husband's the most sensual.
Most sensual.
The most sensual.
Yeah, just because you're a man doesn't mean you can't be sensual either.
Oh,
so.
yeah, definitely. But girls, it's just different. And then on top of that, I can't really tell because I've never been like super in love with a woman. Okay. I thought they were attracted. I liked them. You know, maybe I could see myself with them possibly. But then I'm like, I'm sorry because I have such a tomboy like aura about me, and I'm very tomboy. I can't get too girly.
Yeah. No, growing up, you've always... It's funny because we'd run us outside, we'd play outside, and we didn't think about makeup or anything like that. So when you did get into this line of work and then you had to wear makeup and dress up in a certain way, I'm like, it kind of went against deep down inside what you're comfortable with, right? Because what you're comfortable with is just like comfy clothes. And
I love comfy clothes. I came to like a good medium. Like I love comfy clothes, but that doesn't mean you can't wear makeup. You know what I mean? Like you can still look cute, but then also wear baggy clothes.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, it is kind of like a comfortable contrast for me because you can still show your femininity and like, you know, this look with, you know, clothes I could wear without makeup.
Yeah.
So there's that fun twist. And in a sense, I think dark makeup, like eye makeup, I feel comfortable. You know how like you do your makeup where you're comfortable? Like you feel comfortable going out in the world like that. Yeah. Like I can go out in the world without any makeup, but I just feel like this, I don't know, is like my identity, I guess. It shows more like my expression. Like this is how I would prep myself. That's kind of like telling people, like suggesting, you know, what I'm into and stuff. I don't know.
No, I get it. So do you remember what was like the first time you ever like put on makeup when you as like growing up?
I think we
were just playing around.
Don't we usually just play around with eyeliner first?
Yes.
And lip gloss.
And really sucky, really shitty.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah.
Too thick, too far away.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, I don't know, makeup was so crazy.
Yeah.
We didn't have YouTube tutorials, okay?
No, we did not. We
had like books. Like I remember getting a makeup book for my birthday from somebody, and I like would get my tips from that. Like there was no YouTube. God, that makes us sound like really old, but I mean, it wasn't that long ago.
It was not
YouTube
that long
just
ago.
blew up like in the past 10 years.
Yes, a lot. It's amazing that you can find so much information online,
especially for Asian makeup. You know, like Asian almond eyes or like monolids. Like they didn't have books like that. Like I remember all the books were for like Caucasian faces. You're just like, I'm doing the studs, but it doesn't look right.
It doesn't look right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Wait, there's some things I want. What else? What do you ever make like notes like what you want to talk about during the week? Because I don't know, when I'm driving, you know, when people say like your mind just kind of loosens up when you're driving, so I just write down.
I mean, I think about things kind of like when I see you, when I talk to you, and it
just
naturally.
Kind of comes
up. Yeah. I mean, throughout the week, there's always things that pop in my mind. Like, that'd be nice to discuss about eventually. But I mean, for me, I feel like today we did cover stuff that I wanted to talk about.
That's good. Yeah. No, I feel like that's the most satisfying when you talk about something that you've wanted to, like you wanted to talk about.
Eventually,
cover it.
I just knew that we would do. I mean, this podcast, you know, can go on indefinitely. So I knew that eventually we'd cover. Yeah,
we have time.
We have time.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say, isn't the mask the new sock?
What do you mean?
The mask is the new sock. Like you have to wear, you know, like, okay, when
You mean this mask I'm wearing?
Yeah. The mask is the new, like, sock or underwear. It's like the thing that you can't leave the house without.
That's true.
You know what I mean? It's an extra piece
of clothing.
Of cloth.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, shit. Because when I come home, I take off my socks, you know, I take off my mask, and I have to wash it. Because, you know, the reusable ones. So I was like, and then I have to have, like, 6 or 7 in my drawer, ready to go. I was like, the mask.
I love when you're driving around, Liz, and you're like, the mask is like the new sock. I gotta write this down. I need to write this down.
I know.
I love it because you're like reading through it. You're like, oh, Debbie, the mask is the new sock. Like, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's true. No, it's crazy because you're just. It has to be like almost like second nature to you. To like sometimes I'll walk out. I'm like, oh fuck! I forgot my mask. I have to come back to get my mask.
Yeah.
But it's like but it's like part of our nature now. Like the way life is and society is, and we gotta wear masks.
So weird. One day we weren't wearing masks, and the next day we're wearing masks.
Yeah, no, it's amazing how much masks like help reduce COVID.
It's crazy.
Passing it along. So.
And your mask looks very nice. Where'd you get it from?
My auntie gave it to me, so I don't know where she got it from. She gave us a pack of them, and they just had a different pattern. I'm like, oh, I like this one.
I like that one. That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
I think Joseph has plugs with that. I think it's originally a Japanese pattern, right?
Yeah, it's the ocean waves, I think. Yeah.
Oh, but I do want to tell this one funny story.
Yeah, of course.
So there's this like very how can I describe her? She's very like street Hawaii.
Okay.
Street Hawaii, like what do you call it? A rat chick? I forgot. There was some kind of term for
that kind of woman.
That chick, like street brat, something like that. But anyway, there was like this crazy commotion going on in the locker room where all the girls like come after work and stuff. There's lockers and we all just get out of our clothes or like we change to leave club. And she was freaking out because Hawaii's really small. There's not a lot of strip clubs. There's maybe like 3 or 4 major ones on Honolulu. But this is what happens when you strip too close to your home. People that come in. Especially these people, they're born and raised in Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
And one night she was dancing, right? She was dancing and, shaking that ass, making that money. And she hears someone slaps her butt. And then it was like, yeah, baby, shake it. Shake it, baby. And then it's like a bunch of people in there. It's like, it's packed.
Yeah.
She turns around and she finds out it's her brother.
Fuck. That is... Did he know?
No, because you're drunk.
Oh my God.
Like everyone's drunk, okay? Like the girls make money because we take... The guys buy the girls shots. We get a percentage of those drinks, and you're drinking. You're having fun.
Oh my gosh!
It's like basically a party where you get paid.
Yeah.
So you're having fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the more fun you have, the more money you're making.
Yeah.
So it's like hyped, and also like it gets real crowded. Like it's a small club, and that happened, and I was like. Ooh, what?
What is she? She just like scream. What she freaked
She
out?
was kind of like laughing, like loud. She's kind of like a ratchet girl, like like that was my brother. Like oh shit.
Oh my gosh.
But that's just one of the the smallest memory that I have. I have like so many over there, but that was one of them. I'm just like. Fuck! Like that was your brother. Like gross.
I mean, what would you do if you're?
Well, first of all, I made sure I told Joshua, my younger brother, like every gross detail about strip clubs and all the just nasty shit about why you should stay out of strip clubs. This is like, dirty. I just totally grossed him out. Yeah. To the point. And then I think we've like drilled it in his head that no you're not. No, you're not. You're not going. You respect this. You know what I mean? So even if he was in a strip club, he's not. He's like, here you go, ma'am.
Yeah.
Here's your money.
Yeah.
I'd like to tip you. Like, you know what I mean? There's no like slapping ass, grabbing like.
No.
Fuck no. Like if I saw my brother doing that, smack him till he like knocks out.
He knows better.
No, he knows better.
Yeah.
He basically puts women on pedestals.
Yeah.
Unless you prove him wrong. That's one, which is good. I want him like that. I want him like that.
Oh man. Well, it's been over an hour. I don't know if that's an hour.
We can go minutes. An hour and 15.
Hour and 15. Okay.
Yeah, 2 hours just almost didn't fry my computer, but like the size of the size of the file is so huge.
Yeah.
It was just really, really difficult, but I'm not embarrassed at looking at.
No, please. It sounds like you guys.
Have you ever watched Finding Forrester?
No.
Yeah, I would definitely, when you have time, I think it might be on Netflix. But I mean, shout out to Sean Connery. It's amazing in there.
Finding Forrester.
It really, guys.
Sean Connery's dead now.
Yeah,
rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man. There's actually 2 dead people in that movie, Finding Forrester. Him and the guy from Jeopardy.
Oh, him too?
Yeah, rest in peace.
Oh, I don't know.
Everyone's dying. But like Debbie, I think you would really enjoy this. It's about placed in the Bronx, and it's about a kid who meets an unlikely friend, older friend, and they enrich each other's lives, and it's really feel good, and I think it's just beautifully done. It's an older movie.
Yeah, Finding Forrester.
Yeah, Finding Forrester. If you guys are looking for like, you know, like a deep movie, I would say that.
Okay.
Also with like little funny parts here and there, and just kind of show it's relevant too. Still, with the whole like black and white and, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'll definitely check that out. Finding Forrester.
Yeah.
It sounds like a sad movie.
It's just like really well done. It's kind of like feels like a Goodwill Hunting type movie.
Okay.
But the protagonist and the main character is a black, you know, 15-year-old kid or 16-year-old kid.
Okay.
And it's really cool.
No, I definitely.
I think it's a for me and Joseph, it's definitely a classic.
Nice.
For sure.
How do you feel about I think is it Warner Brothers or one of those that now is slating to have all their movies stream on HBO Max?
Oh.
All the upcoming movies are going to stream on HBO Max or have them on demand on like some other releases. But they did a deal with HBO Max where they're releasing, I forget what movies are coming out, but like certain movies that would release in theaters.
Yeah.
Because obviously theaters are not doing well right now. So they're like, you know, the best way to go is for streaming services. So
I think that's a fantastic idea because I mean there's money to be made. Like I mean I don't know if you watched the Tyson fight. There's a exhibition fight. It was pay-per-view. It was Mike Tyson. He hasn't fought like in 15 years. And he started this is I think the start to really interesting exhibition matches like this, not only in the boxing world but also in like the sporting world, like basketball one-on-one, you know, taking people out of retirement and matching them up one-on-one, you know. It was a really truly amazing event. It was like, you know what it felt like a really cool hangout. Like it just took fight to another level. Like Debbie, like when you watch futuristic movies and they're like, this is future world of games like boxing and stuff, everything looks so chic and slick. It was really cool, and they made a ton of money.
Oh, I'm sure
they banked it. Okay, so like just because you can't release it in the movie theater does not mean there's no money out here.
Oh yeah. They're trying to reconfigure and re-strategize.
But it's confusing, right? Yeah. I can only imagine.
Well, it's kind of sad because, you know, the movie theater experience
It'll come back.
It'll come back
eventually with a lot of precautions and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. So I just thought that was really, you know, I mean, I knew it was pretty much headed in that direction, But with how things are going on, but it just the fact that they actually announced it and everything. Of course, there's some Christopher Nolan or one of the director. I think Dark Knight and stuff like that.
I didn't watch his new movie Tenet. The Tenet.
No, I didn't watch that.
Did you watch it? I didn't watch it yet, but
he's against it. He's against the whole idea of like HBO Max acquiring these movies and stuff like that. I don't know. I didn't read into it what exactly it was, but he's not happy about it.
There's definitely going to be friction. I mean, look at the music industry. The music industry, I mean, they're making all their money from physical like CDs and CDs and that was their product. So when it went into digital form, a lot of bands got riled up. The big ones, like Metallica was one of like a totally against digital music. But everything's transitioning. I feel like everything that there's like a bad moment, everything modernizes.
Yeah.
It catches up with the time. And like, if not now, when is it going to change? It's got to be like a difficult moment where everyone has to find a solution. So they convert.
You're right.
I feel like that has happened in history. And stuff. What was your favorite subject in school? And did you have a favorite teacher in high school?
In high school?
Anyone you hated?
Oh, hated?
Hated or loved? Or what was your favorite subject?
The person I didn't like, I think, is Mr. Science. The Spanish math teacher. He was like...
Oh my... He looked grimy. Like
he was grummy, and he was just like...
Grumpy.
He was grumpy. He hated his job. He was bad at it. And, I just remember him... I never really talk back, because I just don't. I'm a pretty good student.
Yeah.
You don't talk back to teachers or anything. But he was so bad at, like, teaching. Everyone was flunking his tests and getting C's or D's, and the people that were doing okay were ones that are able to teach themselves and are just really naturally good at math.
Yeah.
The rest of us was just suffering. I just remember...
That's not a good teacher.
We were in class, and he thought I was talking, but I wasn't. And he's like, Debbie.
Oh, no.
Debbie, shut. I'm like... He's like, can you be quiet? I'm like, I'm not even talking.
And then he's like, shh.
He's like, shh. He's like, shut. Can you shut your face? I'm like, shut your face.
What the heck?
Like, shut my face. Okay, Mr. Science. You want me to shut my face? I put on my hoodie and I scrunched it up. I'm shutting my face.
Oh
Mr.
my
Science.
You really did that? I love it. And, why didn't you tell me that? Oh my god, that's so awesome.
Yeah, I was totally just...
sometimes teachers just need to wake the fuck up.
Yeah. And so I talked back, and that was one teacher I hated, and I didn't do well in that class. But I had to retake that same class, and I took it with another math teacher. Oh gosh, well I think it was Mr. Cochran, and he was one of my favorite teachers, and I aced the class.
That's so awesome.
I was flunking in the other class. It just shows you how important it is. Like the teachers are so important. And he even awarded me like most enthusiastic student or something. And
total opposite.
Yeah.
Okay, so in one class you were the troublemaker. Well, not the troublemaker, but
I wasn't doing well in the class.
And then
he was just a dick.
Totally.
Yeah.
Redeemed
myself in math. I'm like, I'm actually not bad. I'm not stupid.
Did you really feel that when you were flunking?
Oh my god!
When you're young, right?
Yeah, and I hated myself. I was like, gosh, why can't I get this right? And I'm Asian too, so I should be good at math.
That's true.
But I was horrible.
Actually, I never had no idea. Like, I don't think we ever talked about that. I thought I was the only person that had problems.
Oh no!
Like in classes and stuff.
Yeah.
You make me feel good.
Yeah, no, I was not doing well. So yeah, but that was.
I'm glad that you did get paired with the right teacher.
Yes.
But don't you like when there's a difficult moment, or you're meeting like a very difficult person, and then you meet a nice person that just enhances everything. You appreciate it way more.
Yes, I totally.
Than to like. Maybe you wouldn't have noticed as much how great this teacher is or this person is if you didn't meet all these terrible people.
That's true.
Yeah, right? Like, you're just like, why am I getting paired up? Like, why are these people entering in my life that suck? Hurt me and stuff. And they're all placed there for a reason. So you can taste how, like, wonderful it is to have, like, a good friendship or a good family member and stuff. Yeah. Or meeting a nice stranger.
You need to sometimes go through the bad to appreciate, the good. So.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think so. That.
Well, I think it's a good thing. I hear children yelling and screaming outside the garage. So, and I think we're an hour and 15 minutes or 20 minutes in.
Okay,
so
perfect.
I think
we gotta wrap it up.
This is a good time to wrap up.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening. If you have any questions, as always, or comments, you can email at us at mooncakes.podcast@gmail.com. And also follow us on Instagram at mooncakes.podcast. And just again, any questions or anything, please let us know. We'd love to hear back from you.
Yeah, or if you just want to say hey. And I did see some people like from Singapore, like watching or listening to this, or where else? Some places
India,
in Europe, India, right?
So shout out to all of you guys. So thank you,
Canada,
all you lovely ladies and guys listening up. It's awesome to know that so many different people from all over the world is listening in.
It's pretty awesome. Don't forget to share this with your friends. If sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. Well, thank you guys again. And we'll talk to you. I guess we'll talk next week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And try to listen to calming music for 45 minutes before bed. It really does scientifically proven to give you better sleep.
You heard it from Liz.
Backdrop.
Bye.